Oh, hey, TNA had a pay-per-view today, Sunday, January 13th, 2013. Genesis, one of their big four pay-per-views. Now, grading Genesis, I'm not going to lie, is pretty hard for me to do. On one hand, I understand that TNA introduced this new pay-per-view concept, and the pay-per-view should have been better. But on the other hand, they announced it at such a poor time that I'm kind of giving it a lenient type of basis when I'm reviewing the show. So understand, guys, this show to me, and I may be spoiling the review for most of you guys, it did suck. Match-wise. Plotline-wise, I felt it did a pretty good job setting up some bits and pieces for TNA. But enough about that. Let's get started with Genesis 2013. We had the Mexican duo, Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez, taking on Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan. And during this whole match, pretty much it was like this. Oh, yeah, Joey Ryan would beat up Hernandez a little bit because Matt Morgan would get a quick tag and then do some damage so Hernandez couldn't recover. And then afterwards, there was a hot tag to Chavo, and Chavo saved the fucking day because he's Chavo fucking Guerrero. He can save the fucking day. But what I did like about this matchup is that Matt Morgan looked like a beast. Like, seriously, normally they would have Matt Morgan fall for certain moves Chavo did, but Chavo would hit you on Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan wouldn't fall. The only time Matt Morgan fell was because he got tripped over by his partner, Joey Ryan. So I was like, that's fucking baller. Good idea with Matt Morgan there, especially, like, you got to legitimize this man. Matt Morgan's a monster. So now, Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez retained, no surprise. Okay, tag match. I like what they did with Matt Morgan, and I don't know what they were trying to do with Joey Ryan here. And honestly, I don't know. Push Matt Ryan. I mean, not Matt Ryan. Congratulations, Falcon fans, but push Matt Morgan. Moving on forward, Mr. Anderson, newest Aces and Eights member, took on Samoa Joe in a singles match, and this match felt like an Impact match. That's basically what you need to know about it. Mr. Anderson won because of Mike Knox's interference. Yippee. Does it look like I care about the Aces and Eights? No, so don't ask me if I like this goddamn storyline, because I don't like this storyline whatsoever. Moving on forward to the X Division #1 contenders match for the tournament final between Christian York and Kenny King. I love both of these athletes. I love both of these wrestlers. So I didn't care who won. Christian York ends up winning. Very good match between these two. I actually enjoyed this match. I don't know if any of y'all enjoyed it, but I did enjoy this match. York ends up winning, but this is where I start to hate this match. The match afterwards, I start to hate. And this is why this match won't get a lot of credit for me that much. Kenny King ends up attacking Christian York from behind. Fine, heel move. Yeah, Kenny King's a heel now. Fucking buy it. And all of a sudden, Rob Van Dam comes out. And so Christian York, is down for the count. And instead of saying, let's try to freshen up RVD a little bit. Let's try to make him into a guy that says, you know what, I'm X Division champion. I'm going to attack this dude. I don't care if he's on the ground. No, instead, RVD has to be like this. Are you okay, man? And Christian York ends up sucker punching him. And so pretty much you built up Christian York being so resilient, so powerful in that recent X Division match to be a total dick sucker punching him. And this did nothing for Christian York. A, because he lost the match. And B, it just made RVD into the same old RVD piece of shit he is. I understand if you guys like RVD because he's entertaining. Cool, good for you. But they need to freshen this dude up. The dude has been the same for like 80 fucking years, man. The dude has not changed. He's still the same guy that goes, yo, I'm RVD, dude. 420, dude. Turn him goddamn heel or something. He needs something fresh in his character. I don't care that he retained the X Division title, because if they were smart, Christian York should have walked out as X Division champion. I would have been happy with that, and you could have continued the Christian York and Kenny King feud. But instead, we're going to probably get Kenny King, most likely facing RVD for the X Division title again. And what's going to happen? I rest my case. Now let's move on forward. Entertainment at its best. Joseph Park facing up against Devon. This match was just so much fun to watch. Now, credit to you. I am a Joseph Park fan. I do love it. And I understand most fans probably think this match was boring. It wasn't technical. There was no flips. There was no submissions. There was no yeses. There was none of that. But understand, in wrestling, there's more than just the flips and bullshit that most people do enjoy. There is supposed to be entertainment. That's what wrestling is. It's an entertainment. If you want to go watch sports, go right ahead and watch them. That's what the UFC and UFC and boxing is for you guys that love real combat sports. Wrestling is not a combat sport. It'll never be. Stop trying to convince me that it is a sport. I hate people who try to convince it to me. But Joseph Park is entertaining as hell. And what I loved about this match was the little things. The little things that Joseph Park did not know how to use moves correctly because he's still in training pretty much. The amateur wrestling stuff was amazing as hell when Devon went to the ground and Joseph Park got into the position. And then later on, Devon tried to do the sit out and he tried to get back up and Joseph Park hit him with a huge takedown. And then the best part of the match is when Abyss came out of Joseph Park and he had the black hole slam and it looked like Devon, he was down for the count. And then he had the choke slam, but Jim Park said, no, what the hell's going on? And Devon ends up getting a cheap win. I like this match. Devon wins and Ace and Eights wins. Yeah, who cares? I don't give a fuck about these jokers. They're terrible anyways. But at least Ace and Eights win. They could have won months ago. I don't know, against like a Kurt Angle. No offense to Joseph Park. As much as I enjoy him, he's just a gimmick character. How am I supposed to take Ace and Eights seriously beating up a guy like Joseph Parks? I can't take him seriously if he's beating up a guy like Joseph Parks. I'm sorry, I can't. Beating up Joseph Parks means nothing to me. Devon can be television champion all he wants. But beating up a guy like Joseph Parks means nothing for me. Moving on forward. Oh yeah, we got a knockout gauntlet match. Pretty much this gauntlet match that said that Gail Kim is better than ODB, Miss Tessmacher, and Mickie James and can beat them very, very quickly like that. And also that Velvet Sky has weird outfit choices. We're looking like a Catwoman had sex with fucking Bane or bullshit. Like, her outfit was weird as fuck. But anyways, Gail Kim ends up being Tessmacher first, then comes ODB, then comes Mickie James, and she beats them cleanly, and Tiffany's a dumbass, because obviously she can't read her referee rule book. She doesn't check that Mickie James was clearly near the ropes, but whatever. And then once again, her dumbass shows when, god damn it, where Velvet Sky gets a win because their foot is underneath the rope of Gail Kim. And I don't know if they're trying to introduce Tiffany as a wrestler. And although they do need new blood in the knockouts, I don't want no crazy bitch in the knockouts division. Hell no, Tiffany's crazy. I mean, you heard what she did to Drew McIntyre, right? Right? I'm trying to stab him, man. That's messed up. But other than that, I don't really see what they were doing here. Obviously, Velvet Sky is one of the more popular divas in TNA, or knockouts, I should say. So it makes sense why she won, but still, does nothing for me. Christopher Daniels took on James Storm and announced before this match that it would be, baby, it would be a #1 contender match for January 24, 2013 of Impact Wrestling for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, this match itself was pretty good. I enjoyed it, much like one of their Impact matches they had recently. And James Storm, you know, he lost this match. And I know a lot of people are like, when is James Storm getting another title shot? And I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that really want to see James Storm as TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I'm not really a big James Storm fan, but I do want to see him become TNA Champion, especially with how much you invest me in his guy. I want him to become champion. But since Christopher Daniels won, and Daniels is a guy that has done so much for the company, and literally has been featured pretty damn well for the company, and literally has been forced to rot in hell feuding with AJ Styles every single fucking month for TNA. Like, rotting in hell. Not saying Christopher Daniels is going to hell, but it's pretty much hell for Daniels and AJ fucking having to feud each other every single time. I do like that Daniels won. I'm not going to bitch about it completely. I just wish Storm would have won because I do want to see Storm as TNA champion. But maybe this is building up to something new, even though they used all of 2012 to build up James Storm and absolutely nothing came out of it. TNA for you folks. But yeah, Daniels winning I'm fine with, especially if it does go long-term with Hardy, which most likely it won't. TNA for you guys. Oh, wait, brother. Oh, brother. How dare Mark and my daughter Brooke, dude, come out to the ring, brother, after I clearly suspended Mark from the Impact Zone, dude. My Impact Zone, brother. And he comes out, dude. He comes out and invites all of you Hulkamaniacs to my daughter's wedding of Mark and Brooke, brother. His name is not Bully Ray. He doesn't have a Twitter machine, dude. HH for life. You don't dare marry my daughter, Brooke. Mark. And you will hear from me on Impact, dude. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Hulk Hogan for life, dude. Well, alright, whatever. Steen took on Doc, Aces and Eights member. Oh boy, Steen versus Doc. Oh god, how can Steen survive? I mean, he just beat up the whole Aces and Eights when he returned on 1-3-13. There's no way in hell Steen can beat oh yeah, Doc's gonna lose no matter what, and this is proving why Aces and Eights sucks. This is why Aces and Eights sucks. These fuckers cannot beat anyone. They can only beat Joseph Parks. That's it. Cool, you beat up a guy who's pretending to be a lawyer. Yeah. I love Joseph Parks, don't get me wrong. But Aces and Eights is pathetic. It's just a bunch of WWE rejects. And hell, maybe not even. Maybe it's ROH rejects too. Maybe it's New Japan Pro Wrestling rejects. We don't know because their masks are so sacred. It's just stupid. Fuck this. I don't care. Done talking about it. Steen won. End of story. Let's talk about the main event. Bobby Roode and Austin Aries both had great promos before the match. I really did like the video package before the TNA World Title match, so I did enjoy that aspect. The match itself, it started off, you know, the whole shtick of, oh yeah, don't worry, buddy, we got each other. We got each other. We're both heels. Let's team up on the face, and they were doing a really good job at that. And then Jeff Hardy, for some reason in this match, he reminded me of someone. I don't know who, but he reminded me of someone so familiar, I couldn't put my finger on it. Like I was like, who could do this? Kick out of multiple finishers. Who could come back with a second chance of win that is just so miraculous? I mean, really, to be honest, Jeff Hardy just looked like amazing in this match. Amazing. He just kicked out of everything. He was just Jeff Hardy. I do give credit, though. The match itself near the end was pretty damn good. And then, like always, the heels. Oh, my goodness. They're not working together anymore. Oh, no. This is such a bad thing. And then the heels, you know, didn't work together. Roode is the first one eliminated. Then followed that, Jeff Hardy once again gets that second win. Who is that superstar that gets that second win all the fucking time? He just looked like someone. He just reminded me of someone. Someone who made a movie. Someone who has been a multiple-time world champion, goddammit. I mean, he kicked out the Brain Buster at one point. The Brain Buster! Jeff Hardy ends up pulling out a miraculous comeback. He is a dying breed. Jeff Hardy is once again, or still actually, TNA World Champion. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, really, to be honest, it was totally predictable. I mean, the match itself was good. There was good points in this match. I'm not trying to diss that the match was terrible, but the whole logic behind this was just predictable, and there's nothing more I could really say about that. Jeff Hardy will be facing Christopher Daniels, and Bobby Roode and Austin Aries, please make them into a tag team. And I know before people start getting on their computer saying, why should they be a tag team? Understand this, folks. There's a thing in professional wrestling called breaking down. You want to break down superstars so that way you can build them back up to the main event. And especially with past main event superstars, you can break them down. Make tag team wrestlers, make other mid-carders seem legit when they beat these guys for the Intercontinental Championship or, you know, the TNA, in this case, the X Division or the Tag Team Championship. You can help these guys get more credibility added to them because these guys that were in the main event are already recognizable by fans. Fans are going to be entertained by them, and I feel Bobby Roode and Austin Aries would make a great tag team. I would love to watch them as a tag team, and that's no line here. I just really did like them working together, and I feel they could make a great tag team. I understand some of you guys still want to see them in the main event, but you got to break down superstars. That's why the company up north in WWE is not successful, because none of their main eventers get broken down to the IC, US, or tag team title reigns and last there for at least 4 or 5 months before actually being built up once again to the main event spot. You need to keep these characters fresh in different ways and in all different scenes for them to be successful in the near future. But other than that, this pay-per-view, match-wise, sucked. Some of the storylines leading up to the Impact, like the wedding of Mark and Brooke. And if you guys don't know, Mark is Bully Ray. Come on, man. Hulk Hogan, he had to say the name. Mark. It's not Bully Ray. It's Mark. I Obviously, that got some attention built up to it. We got more Kenny King building up, so which is good for me. I really do like the Kenny King character, so I do like that building up. Aces and Eights is once again still a piece of shit, and Jeff Hardy rules all, and he has some magical powers that I think were lent to him, but I don't know by who. Anyways, guys, if you guys like me, you guys are welcome to subscribe down below. I don't know why it's not up above anymore. Fucked me up on my last couple videos, but you're allowed to subscribe down below. You can also comment down below or video response. I love video responses, so you guys can do that. Video response, your TNA Genesis review, or your just thoughts in general about TNA Genesis. Leave this video a like if you want to. You don't have to, but it'd be nice of you guys too. And also follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Alright. I'm going to give this one more shot. I fucked up in the other video I made about TNA pay-per-views. I'll see you later, brother. Peace!